Okay, so let's try now to build something more serious, notably the Flux analysis dashboard. And to achieve that, I'm first going to create a new folder. In this case, I already did that. We're going to have module 4 folder. And inside, I've already placed two CSVs, which contain sample data for trial balance for the current period and for the prior one. And we also have the CLAUDE.md file that you're going to have attached into the website of the course. Now, if you open the instructions file, you're going to see how it really guides the AI for some kind of structure. So it tells it what kind of technologies to use in the different projects that you're going to build. It tells it how to implement AI features. It also gives it design principles, and for different components it tells it what to usually add. Now I'm going to close this one. Here we have the previous one. Let me show you also how the CSVs of the sample data look too. Here we have data from the current period. That's it. And now what I'm going to do is I've opened the command prompt, and now I want to navigate to this folder. So I'm already in C users Nikolai tutorial. So I want to get inside module 4. To achieve that, I'm going to use cd, change directory, module 4. Okay, and I'm here. Now I'm going to open Claude. Okay, I trust this folder. Perfect. Now let's proceed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it first to read the two CSV files in the directory to understand their structure. The idea of this is to kind of like allow the model to understand what data we are going to be working with. Okay, let's see what this is going to do. Okay, perfect. Now, I want to do the following. I want to build Flux analysis dashboard for accountants. The simple web application should be able to do the following actions. Okay. Now I made a mistake. I wanted to go to a new line, but apparently on Windows, if you do Shift and Enter, it automatically sends the message. So what I'm going to do is, as you saw, I stopped the model from continuing. What I did was I simply pressed escape, and that stopped the model. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to list the different things by doing the following. I want to be able to load CSVs for prior and current periods, including with drag and drop functionality. I also want to have, okay, so what else do we need to have? Let's start with show variance. Show variance table with dollar and percentage changes. Okay, we also want the changes should be color coded, where green signals favorable, and in that case that would be revenue asset increase, and red signals expense slash liability increase. Apologies, but I've been sick for the past few days. Also, what we want to do is we want if percentage is higher than 10 to have bold text for the given role. What else do we want? It would be cool to have a waterfall chart for the top 10 movers. And also something else it would be nice to have is, yeah, maybe we need sorting, filtering by category, and subtotals per category would be nice. As you see, you don't need to write perfectly. No need to focus that much on the grammar and the structure of your sentences. What we're going to do now is, that's key, plan first before moving on to implementation. Okay. Okay. Now let's see whether it makes sense. Some of that stuff may be code related, so don't sweat over it. Here's the application structure. You can ignore that. Feature breakdown. We're going to have two drop zones where we are going to preview 5 roles. That makes sense. Okay. I guess we can continue. It looks nice. So yeah, looks good. Go for it. Let's see now what's going to happen. Now just go with yes for everything. Now to make my life easier, I'm just going to say yes and don't ask again, so that we can directly continue with all the different commands that it's going to require us to run. It's just going to run them by itself now, so that I don't even need to click anything or type anything. Okay, I started writing the code. So yes, and allow all edits. Okay, let's see. I think we've managed to almost build everything. Now it wants to run it. Oh, I'm excited. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, we want to allow that. Now to open it, we need to, so currently it's basically hosted on localhost. It's not anywhere, you know, in the internet. It's on your local machine and it's running there. So I'm going to open this link. How do you copy on Windows? Let's do Control C. Okay, it's not Command C, it's Control C. Now we're going to open the browser. This, okay. Here we have it. Okay, so I'm going to click on prior period so that we can select, and we need, where is this? Okay, so let me see whether we can open the file location. Yeah, okay, perfect. So we need the prior one, and we also want the current one. Okay, here we have it. Here we have the waterfall, and here we have the table. Okay, so can we actually sort? That's interesting to see. Okay, yeah, we seem to be able to sort. Perfect. Now, what I also want to change is to, can I make it so that we have load samples button and directly load the CSVs just for experimentation. By having this one, you basically do not need to load any individual CSVs. You can still do that, but at the same time you would be able to click one button and have them loaded. Okay, we have it. Let's see how it works. Okay, we have load sample data. Let me click. Yeah, all functioning. Now, given that we have a working version, what we can do is we can say, can you help me store the currently working version? Okay, so it's going to initialize Git. As you can see, you can even paste images, and that's very useful. Okay. So for you to create the first checkpoint, you need to set up email and name. In my case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, I'm going to say, do it for me, and use, I'm going to use my personal email, which is this one. Okay. And for name, use okay, let's see. Okay, perfect. Now, for the sake of example, we can say, can you intentionally break the current build so that we can later revert using the checkpoint. Okay, so I'm going to tell it now to break something so that we can see whether it's going to successfully break it. Okay, now see how here we have an error. Apparently something is broken. Now I can say, can you help me revert to the last working version? Okay, say yes. Okay, and now it's working again. So that was from me. Let's continue with the next one.